Hi guys, today I'm going to read you a story called Handling Your Ups and Downs. It's a children's book about emotions and it's by Joy Wilt and it's illustrated by Hergy. Every person sometimes feels up and every person sometimes feels down. When a person feels up, he or she experiences comfortable feelings. Everyone likes comfortable feelings. They can help a person have fun and enjoy life. When a person feels down, he or she experiences uncomfortable feelings. People don't like to feel bad, but sometimes uncomfortable feelings can be good for a person. Hey Tom, do you want to play at my house? Uncomfortable feelings can make a person do things that need to be done. I don't want to play with you because you never share your toys. I know I didn't share last time, but I will this time. Uncomfortable feelings can also make a person grow and change for the better. And uncomfortable feelings can help a person appreciate his or her comfortable feelings. Even though a person might want to feel up all the time, sometimes he or she is going to feel down. It is normal and healthy for a person to have both ups and downs. Chapter 1. Feeling up. Love is feeling cared for and being valued by others. Love is an emotion that makes people feel comfortable. Acceptance is feeling liked and respected by others. Acceptance is an emotion that makes people feel comfortable. Security is feeling safe. Security is an emotion that makes people feel comfortable. Pride is feeling good about oneself and the things that one does. Pride is an emotion that makes people feel comfortable. I know if I try hard enough, I can learn to ride this bike. Confidence is feeling that you can do things on your own. Confidence is an emotion that makes people feel comfortable. I knew I could do it. Happiness is feeling joyful and contented. Happiness is an emotion that makes people feel comfortable. Love, acceptance, security, pride, confidence, and happiness are all feelings that make people feel comfortable. They are feelings that make people feel good. Can you think of other feelings that make people feel good? List them here. The best way to handle comfortable feelings is to be thankful and enjoy them whenever you experience them. Everyone likes comfortable feelings. They can help a person have fun and enjoy life. Chapter 2. Feeling down. Anger is feeling mad. Anger is an emotion that makes people feel uncomfortable. He took my sucker! I believe this belongs to my brother. But sometimes anger makes a person do what needs to be done. Hurting other people or not taking care of their things is not a good way to handle anger. Give me my aeroplane back right now. Telling someone that you are angry, explaining why you are angry, and trying to do something about what is making you angry are good things to do when you are mad. I'm mad at you because you took my airplane without asking me. I want it back now. Think. Have you ever felt angry? Yes or no? List some things that make you angry. When was the last time you got angry? What did you do? How did you handle your anger? Remember, getting angry is okay, but when you are angry, try not to hurt other people or mistreat other people's things. It is best if you tell someone why you are angry, explain why you are angry, and try to do something about what is making you angry. Also, it is okay to cry, scream, yell, jump up and down, or hit or kick things that cannot be damaged. like pillows, punching bags, or beds, as long as you do not bother anyone else while you are doing it. This might mean that you will need to go outside or into another room and close the door while you are angry. Guilt is the feeling of having done something wrong. Guilt is an emotion that makes people feel uncomfortable. But sometimes, guilt makes a person do what needs to be done. I took this candy without paying for it. I felt so bad I had to bring it back. Do you know who got into these cookies? No, Mommy. Lying, pretending that nothing happened, or trying to hide what you have done wrong is not a good way to handle your guilt. Admitting that you did something wrong, saying you're sorry, and whenever possible, trying to make up for what you have done. I took them cookies, Mommy. I'm sorry. I won't take any for dessert. Are all good things to do when you feel guilty. Think. Have you ever felt guilty? Yes or no? List some things you have done that made you feel guilty. When was the last time you felt guilty? What did you do? How did you handle your guilt? When you have done something wrong, it is normal for you to feel guilty. But when you feel guilty, try not to lie, pretend as if nothing happened, or hide what you have done wrong. It is best if you admit that you did something wrong, say that you are sorry, and try whenever possible to make up for what you did. Also, it is understandable for you to cry, feel ashamed and embarrassed, not want everyone to know about what you did, or find it hard to admit that you were wrong and say you are sorry. Jealousy is wishing that you were like another person or wishing that you had what another person has. Jealousy is an emotion that makes people feel uncomfortable. I wish this was my report card, but sometimes jealousy makes a person do what needs to be done. He may get straight A's, but I can draw better. And anyway, I was elected class president. Saying mean things about other people, hurting them in any way, or trying to compete with them is not a good way to handle jealousy. That baby is a drag. All he does is cry. Telling someone you are jealous and asking for help or attention are good things to do when you are jealous. Other good things to do are try not to compare yourself with others, concentrate on the fact that you are a special person and unlike any other person. Think about the fact that you have many things that no one else has. Mother, I feel jealous because you give Johnny so much attention. Would you play with me when you finish with him? Of course I will, honey. Think, have you ever been jealous? Yes or no? List some people of whom you have been jealous. When was the last time you felt jealous? What did you do? How did you handle your jealousy? Remember, when it appears that someone is getting more attention or has more than you, it is normal for you to be jealous. It is also normal to be jealous of a person who seems to be better than you. But when you are jealous, try not to say mean things about the person, hurt the person in any way, or compete with the person of whom you are jealous. It is best if you tell someone about your jealousy, ask for help or attention, try not to compare yourself with others, think about the fact that you are a special person and unlike anyone else, and think about the fact that you have many things that no one else has. Also, it is normal for you to be jealous of your brothers and sisters, want to be the best at everything, even though you can't be because no one is best at everything, or want to have the most, even though you can't because that wouldn't be fair. Grief is feeling sad. Grief is an emotion that makes people feel uncomfortable. I wish Grandma would not have died. But sometimes grief makes a person do what needs to be done. I'm making this scrapbook all about Grandma so that we will never forget her. Pretending that nothing is wrong or hiding your sadness is not a good way to handle your grief. I'm not going to be sad and cry about Skippy and dying. I don't like to think about sad things. I'll just pretend Skippy didn't die. Admitting that you are sad and talking about your grief are good things to do when you are sad. I wish Skippy was still here. It hurts so much to think of not having him around. I already miss him. Have you ever felt grief? Yes or no? List some things that made you sad. When was the last time you felt sad? What did you do? How did you handle your grief? When something sad has happened, it is normal for you to feel grief. But when you feel grief, try not to pretend that nothing is wrong or hide your grief. It is best if you admit that you are sad and tell someone about your grief. Also, it is understandable for you to cry, want to be alone, wish that whatever is making you sad hadn't happened, or want to forget about what is making you sad. Loneliness is feeling all alone. Loneliness is an emotion that makes people feel uncomfortable. But sometimes, loneliness makes a person do what needs to be done. Harold, I'm really feeling lonely. Could you come to my house and play? Thinking that no one would want to play with you or be your friend, refusing to make friends, or trying to get someone to notice you by being bad is not a good way to handle loneliness. They probably don't want to be friends, but this will get them to notice me. Admitting that you are lonely, finding someone to play with, and making friends are all good ways to handle loneliness. I don't have anyone to play with. Can I play with you? Have you ever felt lonely? Yes or no? List the times when you felt lonely. When was the last time you felt lonely? What did you do? How did you handle your loneliness? Remember, when there is no one around for you to talk to or play with, it is normal for you to feel lonely. But when you feel lonely, try not to think that no one would want to play with you or be your friend. Refuse to make friends or get someone to notice you by being bad. It is best for you to admit that you are lonely, find someone to play with, or make friends with someone. Also, when you're lonely, it is understandable for you to feel rejected, be bored, or need to be noticed. Rejection is feeling that you are unwanted. It is feeling that you are not liked or accepted. I guess we're stuck with you, Shrimp. Rejection is an emotion that makes people feel uncomfortable. But sometimes rejection makes a person do what needs to be done. If you don't want me to play with you, I'll find something else to do. They don't want me because I'm no good at basketball. I'm no good at anything. There's no use even trying. Believing that you are no good or giving up and not trying is not a good way to handle rejection. Remembering that no one person is liked by everyone and can be good at everything is a good way to handle rejection. Other good things to do are think about your good points, do the things you do well, hang around people who like and accept you, try not to be around people who do not appreciate you. I can't play basketball, but I can play the trumpet. Have you ever felt rejected? Yes or no? List some people who you feel reject you. When was the last time you felt rejected? What did you do? How did you handle being rejected? When other people do not appreciate you or accept you, it is normal for you to feel rejected. But when you feel rejected, try not to believe that you are no good, give up, or stop trying. It is best if you remember that no one person is liked by everyone. Remember that no one person can be good at everything. Think about your good points. Do the things that you do well. Hang around people who like and accept you. and try not to be around people who do not appreciate you. Also, it is understandable for you to wonder about yourself and your capabilities after you have been rejected. Not like or want to be around people who reject you or want to prove that you are okay to the people who reject you. Humiliation is feeling embarrassed or put down. Humiliation is an emotion that makes people feel uncomfortable. Ha ha, look at the baby sucking his thumb. But sometimes humiliation makes a person do what needs to be done. Maybe it's time to stop sucking my thumb and carrying my blanket around. Putting down, getting back at, or hurting the people who have humiliated you is not a good way to handle humiliation. You're so fat you can't even walk through doorways. That's better than being a skinny mini like you. Besides, you're a little tweeter. Ignoring the put-downs and walking away are the best way to handle being humiliated. Have you ever been humiliated? Yes or no? List some times when you were humiliated. When was the last time you were humiliated? What did you do? How did you handle your humiliation? When you have been embarrassed or put down in front of other people, it is normal for you to feel humiliation. But when you are humiliated, try not to put down anyone else. Get back at the people who humiliated you or hurt the people who have humiliated you. It is best for you to ignore the put downs and walk away. Also, when you have been humiliated, it is understandable for you to not want to see or be around the people who were there when you were humiliated, or not want to remember or think about humiliating moments. Frustration is feeling uptight and discouraged. Frustration is an emotion that makes people feel uncomfortable. But sometimes, frustration makes a person do what needs to be done. Would someone please show me how to tie my shoes? Breaking or not taking care of things is not a good way to handle your frustration. Smash! This crazy toy never works. I hate it. Slowing down, trying again at another time, or getting someone else to help is a good way to handle frustration. This toy frustrates me, Dad. Can you help me with it? Have you ever been frustrated? Yes or no? List some things that frustrate you. When was the last time you got frustrated? What did you do? How did you handle your frustration? Being frustrated at times is normal, but when you are frustrated, try not to break things or mistreat things. It is best if you slow down, try again at another time, and get someone to help you. Also, it is okay to cry, scream, yell, jump up and down, or hit or kick things that cannot be damaged, like pillows, punching bags, or beds, as long as you do not bother anyone else while you are doing it. This might mean that you need to go outside or into another room and close the door while you are frustrated. Anxiety is feeling worried, nervous, and upset. Anxiety is an emotion that makes people feel uncomfortable. But sometimes anxiety makes a person do what needs to be done. Before you do anything, can you tell me exactly what you are going to do, and will it hurt? Are you nervous about having your tonsils out? Who? Me? Nervous? Shucks, no. I never get nervous about anything. Pretending that you are not worried or hiding the fact that you are anxious is not a good way to handle your anxiety. Yes, I am nervous. Do you know what they are going to do to me? Can you tell me exactly what is going to happen? Of course I can. Admitting that you are nervous and talking about whatever is worrying you are good things to do when you are nervous. Think, have you ever felt anxious? Yes or no? List the times you were anxious. When was the last time you were anxious? What did you do? How did you handle your anxiety? When you're unsure of what is going to happen to you, it is normal for you to feel anxious. But when you do feel anxious, try not to pretend that you are not anxious or hide your true feelings. It is best if you admit that you are anxious and find out and talk about whatever is worrying you. Also, it is understandable for you to worry about things that you do not know about or worry about something is going to happen to you that may hurt. Fear is feeling frightened or scared. Fear is an emotion that makes people feel uncomfortable. But sometimes, fear makes a person do what needs to be done. Help! Acting as though you are not frightened of anything because you want people to think that you are big and brave is not a good way to handle your fear. You're all a bunch of chickens. I'm not afraid of anything. It's important to pay attention to your fears because they may be warning you that you are in danger. Admitting that you are afraid and being cautious are the best ways to handle your fears. Other things to do are tell someone else about your fears and ask questions and find out about them. Sometimes you'll find that you do not need to be afraid of the thing that is scaring you. Think. Have you ever been afraid? Yes or no? List the things that scare you the most. When was the last time you were afraid? What did you do? How did you handle your fear? Being afraid of things that may harm you is normal, but when you are afraid, try not to act as though you aren't afraid because you want people to think that you are big and brave. It is best if you pay attention to your fears, realize that fear is often a warning that you may be in danger, admit that you are afraid, be cautious, tell someone else about your fear, and ask questions and find out about the things that scare you. Also, it is understandable for you to want to be with someone when you are afraid. Be afraid of things that you don't understand. Be afraid of things that you think that might hurt you, or want to get away and hide from things that scare you. Disappointment is feeling let down. Disappointment is an emotion that makes people feel uncomfortable. That Mark has really disappointed me this time. He said he would help me with my paper route so I wouldn't miss the baseball game. If I try really hard, I know I can finish this job by myself in time for the baseball game. But sometimes disappointment makes a person do what needs to be done. Dirty rat, you promised you would help me with my paper route, and you didn't. I'll never do anything for you again. Saying mean things or getting back at the person who disappointed you is not a good way to handle disappointment. I was really disappointed when you didn't come and help me with my paper route. Why didn't you come? I forgot. I'm really sorry, Tom. Telling someone that you are disappointed, telling him or her why you are, and finding out the reasons for being let down are good things to do when you are disappointed. Think, have you ever been disappointed? Yes or no? List some times when you were disappointed. When was the last time you were disappointed? What did you do? How did you handle your disappointment? Remember, when someone has let you down, it is normal for you to feel disappointment. But when you are disappointed, try not to say mean things to the person or get back at the person. It is best if you tell someone that you are disappointed, explain why you are disappointed, and find out why you were let down. Also, it is understandable for you to cry, want to be alone, be angry at the person who disappointed you, wonder whether or not the person will let you down again, or be afraid to trust the person until you are shown that he or she will not disappoint you again. Defeat is the feeling of losing, failing, or being beaten. Defeat is an emotion that makes people feel uncomfortable. But sometimes defeat makes a person do what needs to be done. I missed 7 words last time, but I'm going to get them all right this time. This is the third game in a row we've lost. Yeah, we're just losers. You're right. Believing that you are a loser and that you will never win, giving up, or not trying is not a good way to handle defeat. Remembering that everyone loses once in a while and remembering that no one always wins are good ways to handle defeat. Other good things to do are work harder, practice more, keep trying, and don't give up. Don't give up. Last year I was on a team that lost 3 games in a row and still made the playoffs. Think, have you ever felt defeated? Yes or no? List the times you felt defeated. When was the last time you felt defeated? What did you do? How did you handle defeat? Remember, when you lose or fail, it is normal for you to feel defeated. But when you feel defeated, try not to believe you are a loser, believe you will never win, give up, or stop trying. It is best for you to remember that everyone loses once in a while, remember that no one wins all the time, work harder, practice more, keep trying, and not give up. Also, it is understandable for you to not want to lose or fail, feel embarrassed about losing, not want others to know about your losses and failures, get discouraged, or want to give up. Anger, guilt, jealousy, grief, loneliness, rejection, humiliation, frustration, anxiety, fear, disappointment, and defeat are all feelings that make people feel uncomfortable. They are feelings that make people feel bad. List some other feelings that make people feel uncomfortable. Remember, although uncomfortable feelings make people feel bad, they can be good. Uncomfortable feelings can be good because they can make a person do the things that need to be done. They can also make a person want to grow and change for the better, and they can help a person appreciate his or her comfortable feelings. The key to living a happy life is to appreciate and enjoy your comfortable feelings and learn how to handle your uncomfortable feelings. Chapter 3: Handling Your Downs. When you're feeling down, don't stay there, do something. What emotion am I feeling? Begin by asking yourself. Once you answer this question, I feel lonely, you will have found out what you are feeling. That is the first step to handling your downs. Although you have found out what you are feeling, ask yourself a second question. Why do I feel lonely? I'm lonely because there's no one around to play with. Once you answer this question, you will have learned what is causing you to feel the way you do. What should I do about feeling lonely? After you have learned what is causing you to feel the way you do, ask yourself a third question. Once you answer this question, you will have decided what you should do about your feelings. I'll call Jennifer and ask her if she wants to play. After you have decided what you should do about your feelings, you need to do it. Jennifer, this is John. Can you come over and play? When you are feeling down, don't stop there. Do something about it. Now it's your turn, John. So that you will not forget the 4 steps to handling your downs. Here they are once again. Find out what you are feeling. Ask yourself, what emotion am I feeling? Learn what is causing your feeling. Ask yourself, why do I feel the way I do? Decide what you should do. Ask yourself, what should I do about the way I feel? Do what you decided you should do. Conclusion. Comfortable feelings can help you have fun and enjoy life. Uncomfortable feelings can make you want to do the things that need to be done, make you want to grow and change for the better, and help you appreciate your comfortable feelings. It is normal and healthy to feel both comfortable and uncomfortable feelings. That's why every person, no matter who he or she is, has ups and downs.